What's up, everybody? This is Chris with Chris on Sports. How y'all doing? Just wanted to give you a little recap of that Saints-Bears game today. They made it interesting, I'll tell you that much. I'm just looking over the numbers here, of course. Drew Brees ended up 299, no touchdowns and no interceptions, which is good. Only got sacked a couple of times. Um, Ingram, other than obviously the two very costly fumbles, almost costly fumbles, I should say, in the fourth quarter, he ran pretty well. But of course, those fumbles really kind of almost cost us that game. Looks like Kamara had a good game as well. Had 28 yards rushing, 48 yards receiving, including a really nice catch down the sideline in the fourth quarter to help move us along there. Getting that interception, obviously, Marshawn Lattimore played very well again. He could definitely be the rookie of the year, to be honest. It's going to be interesting to see. Looks like Michael Thomas led us in catches, 7 for 77. That was really good. I think the biggest catch of the game probably was that long 53-yarder to Ted Ginn, where he was basically double covered and still figured out how to come down with it. So that was really impressive as well. As far as defensively, looks like Trubisky only ended up with 164 yards, and he had 110 of that at the half, somewhere in there. So he only threw for maybe 40, 50 yards total in the whole second half, which is really good. And Jordan Howard had 102 yards rushing. Of course, 50 of that was on one run. So beyond that, he had 22 carries for about 52 yards, which we'll take every time. Saints did a good job of keeping the Bears out of the end zone, except for that one play. Of course, they had another touchdown that was taken off the board by a pretty controversial review that just kind of went the Saints' way. And again, prayers up to Zach Miller as well. As far as, that's tough. That's tough to deal with that. I don't care what team you play for. Watch a man get injured like that is terrible. But and the Saints caught a break on that one, to be honest, as far as, no pun intended, but they caught a break getting that call overturned because that probably was a touchdown, to be honest with you. So overall, another, I think, pretty strong defensive effort by the Saints. Other than giving up that long run, they only gave up 2 or 3 big plays the whole game. But unlike defenses of Saints past, they didn't always let those big plays turn into touchdowns. They still made up for it. So very happy about the overall performance. Offensively, we don't have to depend on Drew Brees to throw for 400 yards every game anymore, which is nice. I'm excited to see where this team's going to go now. It's going to be interesting. Of course, we got Tampa next week, who's struggling, but just because they're struggling doesn't mean it's an automatic victory either. So, bottom line is it's a pretty good game. Looks like Kenny Vaccaro led us in tackles. A couple of different sacks. Nothing too crazy. It looks like Kenny and Cam Jordan split a sack from what I'm looking at here. So, overall, nice game. Saints may let it get interesting at the end. But hey, a win's a win, dude. They had more points than the Bears at the end of the day, and that's all any of us really care about. Did they win the game? Yes or no? So, do you have any comments about the game? Any comments about anything I said? Let me know. I think we'll look good going into next week. One question, though, that, feel free to comment on this, too, as well as I'm not really quite sure what's going on with Willie Snead. He was out there today. He's playing, but I don't remember him getting any targets at all. And obviously didn't get any, because no targets equals no catches equals no yards. So I'm not sure if he's still gimpy or they haven't really found a way to work him into the offense yet, or it's just kind of weird considering he's been there for 3 years now. At least 3 years, right? So it's very interesting. So anyways, this is Chris on Sports. Who dat? Great game today. Loved it. Looking forward to next week against Tampa. I'll see y'all soon. Peace. Subscribe to Chris on Sports now to keep up with all the latest takes on the Saints, LSU, the Pelicans, and the Predators.